Bright Glass Gearhulk Toolbox. This deck is going to be sweet, and I'm really excited to try it out for you guys today in top 300 ranked Mythic Standard. The Bright Glass Gearhulk is a new card from Aetherdrift, a 4-mana 4/4 artifact creature construct with first strike and trample. It tutors. When this creature enters, you may search your library for up to 2 artifact, creature, and or enchantment cards with mana value 1 or less, reveal them and put them into your hand. Very sweet card. It allows us to fetch all sorts of special cards for very specific conditions and hopefully allow us to weasel our way out of a lot of games we wouldn't be able to win otherwise. I'll go over the whole deck construction in a bit, but first, all the fun one-ofs is a single copy of Duskroad's Reliquary. You can sack one of your artifacts creatures, of which we should have lots of random stuff lying around, and then exile target artifact or creature and opponent controls. Probably the cheapest removal we can get fetchable off of the Bright Glass Gearhulk. Then the Hinterland Sanctifier. This is the only card I think I might cut. I could see it potentially being good against like mono red or pixies where they're just trying to like drain you out over time. It's just a 1-mana 1/2. It's also a rabbit, which we'll find out is synergistic. Whenever another creature you control enters, you gain a life. Not bad. Nurturing Pixie, very cool pick off the Bright Glass Gearhulk, because turn 4 you can slam the Gearhulk, get the Pixie plus something else, then next turn play the Pixie, bounce the Gearhulk, and then the next turn play back the Gearhulk and do it again. So Pixie could be very good. You can also bounce some other relevant stuff. Veteran Survivor and the Ghost Vacuum are for Graveyard Hate. There's a lot of Abuelo's Awakening, so if we can fetch these without dying first, could be very good to strip out that Omniscience from the graveyard. The Haywire Might and the District Mascot both serve a kind of anti-artifact and anti-enchantment type stuff. The Might can only hit non-creature artifacts and non-creature enchantments, whereas if we were to add the Insidious Fungus, it would be 1 more mana to hit any target artifact or any enchantment. So I'm considering this card, but we're going to try the Might. I'm thinking stuff like opponents, annexes and things like that. We'll want to go with the Might. Mascot is just a generic 1-drop that's already good. Like we can just play it on 1 normally without fetching it, and it's going to saddle and hit really hard. And if you pay 2, you can remove 2 counters and destroy target artifact. This card's just going to be good no matter what, so I'm happy to play it. Basilisk Collar kind of pairs with the Sanctifier for some life gain support. It's a weird card you maybe have never seen played before, at least in Standard. A 1-mana artifact equipment. Equipped creature has Death Touch and Lifelink for equip 2. It's going to be really good on the Gearhulk because First Strike and Death Touch, as you know from Glissa, is actually a big pain in the ass to deal with. Almost nothing gets through First Strike, Death Touch, and with Trample on top, when you attack with this thing, it's going to apply 1 damage to the creature blocking with Death Touch that'll kill it, and then the rest of the damage will trample through, plus you get the lifelink. So this is a really cool one of, could be very good. I lost 1 game to this combo in the early access event. I was like, all right, fair, like that's good enough to warrant playing, I think. And the last card is the Gold Vein Hydra. Pay X and a green to just slam a potentially giant Vigilance Trample Haste creature. It's got X +1/+1 counters on it, and when it dies, you create a number of tapped treasure tokens equal to its power. Interesting. In theory, you could like play this and then sack it to the Duskroads and then get a bunch of treasure and do a bunch of other stuff. It's just a big beater, like in terms of flexibility of things you could drop. If you have nothing better to do, turn 4 Gearhulk and then turn 5 drop a 5-mana 4/4 Vigilance Trample Haste, like seems very solid to me. There's some other one-ups you could include, but I did not choose to include. Authority of the Consuls could potentially be good tech against mono red, but like by that stage of the game, I don't know. I feel like I don't really want to main deck this in my aggro deck. Case of the Uneaten Feast, another similar rabbit effect, but I like a high creature density because we're going to play the Knight Errant, as we'll talk about shortly. Rescue, you could play for some flash hexproof. It's okay. Scroll for some slower hexproof type stuff. Audacity, give trample, but we already have trample on the Gearhulk. We already have trample on the Mentor, which is going to be huge off of all of our random creatures, and we already have trample on off the Might Caller, so I'm not sure we need that. Fungus, I talked about. Llanowar Elves, obviously generically very good. Feldon's Cane could be super sweet. If there's a lot of mill decks out there, you can exile it, shuffle your entire graveyard back into your library. I would love to do that against a milling opponent. I cannot imagine anything more satisfying, but I'm not sure there's enough of that in Standard right now to main deck it. And lastly, the Market Back Walker. You could play this, like fetch this plus the Duskroads, play this for like 4, and then sack it to the Duskroads Reliquary to exile one of your opponent's creatures, and then draw 2. Like that is a sequence. I don't know if I want this in my aggro deck, but it is an option. Rest of the deck, I think this fits pretty well into the existing Rabbits deck. Like, well, first off, the Paw Patch Recruit can be fetchable off the Gearhulk, which just gives you a 3-drop. Like, that's very good. This is one of the best 1-drops in the game. Might Caller is also one of the best 1-drops in the game, so I think we can stick with a rabbity package. And a 2-drop slot, I already want to play the Mentor because it's going to scale really well off of all of our 1-drops, and it's got trample. For the last slot, we're trying out the Regal Bunnycorn. It should also scale really well, and it scales for all non-land permanents, not just creatures. So if you have like a random Ghost Vacuum or Collar or whatever, it's still going to get big. I thought about trying out the Quest Caller and Phineas in there. They might be totally fine. It's hard for me to tell if we have enough density of rabbits to justify those, but I think the Bunnycorn will be good and allow us to play the Might Caller. And of course, Sheltered by Ghosts is that last card in there. You can't run a white creature aggro deck without Shelter. So here we go. We're hopping into ranked Standard with the Gearhulk. We'll see how this goes. We're going to try out a new camera today. A new camera angle. I've got... Well, ignore that top comment. I've got it set to the comment screen. I don't think this will block anything important. You can let me know what you think of it, but I don't always have time to read comments as I play, but I think this would be a fun way for you guys to at least see what's going on. Okay, this looks very good. I guess we could save Paw Patch for turn 3. And just go turn 1. 1 mana, 2/1. Seems good. Yeah, I think that's comment about Grim Bauble against Mono Black was a dead card. Enjoyed the deck, though. Yeah, I think that's really fair. I didn't really think about that much when I was constructing it. I was like, this is going to annihilate Mono Red. But it's true that Cutdown very specifically hits... the Slasher. The 3 mana 2/3 with Death Touch and all that other text on it. So I think that's a very valid point you've made. But that deck's really good against Mono Red. Okay. Let's bunny up. We could threaten the block. We kind of want our creatures for Knight Errant anyway. I think we'll take 1 attack here. We'll see how the Knight Errant turn goes. Lightning Strike, Bunnycorn down. But we get to put yeah, I guess we can spread these out. I think we're happy to take this trade if they offer it. And if they don't, we get a really nice Knight Errant. I'm less happy to take the trade now. Looks like another shock. If they kill this one, we get a counter here. It's just a Swiftspear. Nice. They offer the trade. I think we are happy to take it with Knight Errant on the way. Let's just keep our life total nice and happy. I mean, the Hydra is a really interesting random card we have here. We can play it as a 4 mana 3/3 trample haste. We have so many 1-drops in the deck, though, that you have to think we hit the Knight Errant double here. It's not that bad a play. Because it has Vigilance. So next turn we can attack with it and then still tap it. So I don't actually hate this. Down to 12. Yeah, I mean, Monstrous Rage, choose through everything. Witchstalker Frenzy. Okay. We do get treasure tokens here, which is kind of wild. That's kind of a non-trivial interaction we're about to get. We just got 3 treasure tokens. Pixie. Return up to 1. We could play it to get a slightly better Knight Errant, which I think is worth it here. And we'll just return nothing. Smith 0. And then we'll go ahead and Knight Errant. And now we have 3 treasures sitting around. Okay, we hit 2 1-drops. That's good. Kind of a weird sequence. Guess we should not have tapped the village. Could have spent some treasure on the trigger if we really wanted to. This is about the Esper deck I played the other day. The deck is Cancer. Better drop the Scavengers to fill out a playset of Storm Chaser's talent and add another Kaito, in my opinion. I don't hate the idea to take out the Scavenger and put in more of the Storm Chaser's talent. They're kind of similar in nature. I don't know that many creatures get in here. I think basically everyone else can hold back. It's going to be a 2/2 double striker next turn with trample. Yeah, I think we'll do it like this. The Gearhulk right now would be insane. Could be a 3/2 double striker. They move to combat. I guess they're not attacking then. Now they're going to do it. Maybe they're confused. They think they can do it in instant speed. You can't. It's a sorcery speed effect. We hit another land, sadly. I think they'll figure it out next turn, though. I think we're just hitting one at a time, though. If we can get rid of the double strike mouse, we will. They either don't want to or aren't figuring it out yet. See if we can hit a non-land off the top. Nope. Why would I? I mean, we're at 14 here. Should we press a little harder? Let's see. They'll probably block that with the Swift Spear. There's a lot of damage on my back. I think it's just you still. Maybe we can up the clock a little bit. Jump is good. Down to 9. Touching lands. Touching creatures. Alright, they're finally going for it. They are down to 9, though. Let's see how many of them get in. Both. So worst case scenario, if they do have rage, and that is exactly lethal. So we need to block at least you. And then can see what else they have. Burst lightning. Okay. Sure. Weird. That's a 10. Another land. We do not have lethal. We threaten lethal, so they have to block here. So they top deck rage. I mean, they're hitting us here for 8. We're almost dead. We have to leave back at least one blocker, I think. Probably the Knight Errant needs to stay. Everyone else can go. I mean, this has been a wild series of lands here. Okay. Down to 10. We take the block. We threaten lethal on the crackback. They hit land again. Yeah. Okay, 2/2 double strike. 2/2 double strike. That's 4. Okay, threatening 9 points of damage. But that's not enough. Attack all. Sure. Take 8. Okay. Well, it's another freaking land. Holy moly, dude. Wow. That was a lot of land. Gearhulk would have been sweet there. Yeah, so I don't hate the idea to exchange the Scavenger with the Storm Chaser's talent. They're pretty similar in spirit. I bet they both hit roughly the same amount every turn with all the prowess triggers, especially if we play the Grim Bauble. Since it's an artifact, not an enchantment. You don't get that doubled up effect on the Scavenger. And its talent is obviously very easy to blink or pick up and put back down for a little bit of extra value, so I think it's fine. I mean, the Scavenger, if you hit an aggressive streak, then the Scavenger can be very nice if you just stack it big. It also wields the Shelter by Ghost better than anything else, because you need to escape that 3 toughness limit, and when it can't die to Lightning Strike, then you're really in the clear against mono red opponents. I don't know what's up with this top. I did like this comment. That's the first comment on this video. I mean, I guess... yeah, we'll keep this. When I first saw it, I was like, well, this is dumb because obviously this guy's comment is going to be top. But now I understand that was the goal the whole time, I imagine. Some stuff about the rank 1. Oh, baby. Alright, Rabbit Mirror. Goes Vacuum, dead card here. And we'll see if we can get enough mana to Gearhulk. Yeah, thank you. They do get to be on the play, though, which is not as good for us. 2 to the face. Down to 18. It's another land. That's good-ish. I guess we would block Phineas if we could. If they shelter here, we'll be really sad. If they shelter the Might Caller, the Mentor can't even block, which is also sad. I guess we could threaten double blocks against the Might Caller. Being on the draw is not as fun as being on the play. If they do nothing, we can land Knight Errant. That's also huge. Paw Patch going wide. They now have a 4/4. Yeah, being on the draw is not so good. Ideally, they don't attack. Oh, they're attacking with the Phineas too. They draw a card. That's tough. I think we basically can't block because we have to Knight Errant here. Otherwise, we do literally nothing this turn. So that's it. Take 6. Very unfortunate. That's one short of Knight Erranting. I think it's got to be Knight Errant here. And then we just die next turn. They attack with the Archer too. I mean, it's a... Do we literally die? Let's see. 4, 8, 9. Yeah, basically. If they play anything out here. Put a +1 counter on each other creature control, still get a rabbit. No, that's just losing. That's just losing on the draw. I think there's literally nothing we can do here. Play Paw Patch, go wide. All these are going to up trade. I think this is our only play, and it's not a good one either. At least the Might Caller and the Mentor are a little bit bigger to block. Loves Peen? Or, oh, you guys can't see the name anymore. My comment section is not blocked. Maybe I'll put it in the upper right. I have to figure out if that blocks less. That might be better. I don't know if anything... I guess if they have Planeswalkers, that would block this, right? I feel like the left is... Upper left is probably the best place for it. You just don't get to see their name. And this guy's name is Loves Peen, which is perhaps relevant to some of the comments we're getting in the comments section here. Have been following CGB since forever, Legend for years, and Ash since about a year ago. You start quickly joining the Pantheon. Dude, the Pantheon sounds pretty sweet. That's a good card. It's another good card. They're almost out of cards, but all their cards are pretty good. All the cards are also attacking here. We're at 11. Whew. We're basically dead. These things have suckers of trample too. It's so much damage. And we could eat here. Trade here. Could also double block here. Double block Phineas, take 9. I mean, what is the only possible way out? We hit land, we play the Gearhulk, and they still just attack all. Yeah, I mean, there's no way to do it. I think we've lost here. I think there's just really nothing we can do. And just everything has trample, so that's take 10. Actually, let's take 11. You have to block one thing here. Everyone and their mother's got trample, though. Down to 1. Okay. Not so good, but that's all right. So we could play more Llanowar Elves if we want to help hit Gearhulk on time, which I don't hate the idea of, although the Rabbits deck isn't doing that. The only thing they have that we don't is they have the ability to scry off of the Scrylord, the 2-mana 2/3 Scrylord, whatever that one's called. which effectively helps them hit land or not hit land if they have too many. It says one thing we don't have, and Llanowar Elves could partially help with that option. And so then the card you take out is the other really good one-drop, which is interesting. Okay, this looks very good to me. Land Paw Patch. We get to be on the play this time, which is nice. This could be the mirror match here, which is interesting. Double Paw Patch isn't awful. It lets us Knight Errant as soon as next turn. If we hit the land, we get to do it anyway. But I think this is potentially very good. We could probably offer the attack here, though. I don't think they'll block it. I think they're going to want their elf. Yeah, they don't want to block. I think double recruit here to guarantee the turn 3 Knight Errant is very good. So even if we whiff the land, we're still in a nice position. I think they're looking at Gearhulk though. Okay. Well, I definitely didn't see that one coming. That was not on my bingo list of things that could happen. Down to 60. Yeah, definitely wasn't counting on split up in their Llanowar Elves deck, but they did do it. I guess let's try again. Okay, freebie. Let's see if they let us do it. They do. All right, let's Knight Errant up. See if we hit another split up. Okay, just one creature. Too bad. We can play it and saddle the mascot next turn. The Kutzel Flanker. Selesnya Control. With the gain 2 life Scry 2. One top, one bottom. What do you think they topped here? Paw Patch Recruit and Split Up. And Melira, the Living Cure. Let's see, can this save anything? Let's see. Choose another target creature, artifact with graveyard. Return that card to the battlefield. So they can blink the flanker, which is kind of interesting. We can at least saddle one. Yeah, I guess we'll saddle with the Might Caller. We'll play out the Bunny Corn as well to fuel the Beauregard Mentor. We can't actually attack with this yet. 4/4 can go, 6/6 can go. Everyone else gets eaten by Melira. When this creature attacks while saddled, put A+1. Yeah, it's a good card. Late game, if you haven't already been saddling it from turn 1 though, it's a little bit hard to get going. But that's obviously fair from 1-drop. Block that. Let's see if they Melira. I'm curious if they'll Melira blink the flanker and get another Scry 2. I guess that makes sense. Why not, right? The only reason not to is that this 3 toughness creature does actually block a lot of the other stuff on the ground. Yeah, it's fine. All right, such an odd opponent playing an odd deck here. What is going on? Is that 2 to the bottom? Collector's Cage? Okay. 3 different powers. They got it. Let's see. All right. Well, we're about to see whatever Hideaway 5 brings. At least our Bunny Corn's kind of huge. But if they hit like a Overlord, that will be a big, beefy boy. Can they do it at instant speed? They can. So we're about to flash in some ridiculous card here. So I think we're playing the Hydra. You think they'll have anything bigger than a 6/6? Bunny Corn would get bigger with the Ghost Vacuum too. I don't think that's the play though. think it's just you for 2. If we start Ghost Vacuuming every turn, we're a long way away from 6 mana. I think I'd rather just get a bigger Hydra. Let's see. 1/1 Spirit, they don't even have flying. Eh. I mean, a 2/2 and a 1/1 trade equally with everything here. Maybe we do get the Ghost Vacuum going. Okay, it makes the Bunny Corn slightly bigger. We want to attack with the Hydra. I mean, we're good to attack with everyone here. They all trade. No one's got first strike. I mean, dude's definitely about to flash in like a 7/7 here. But, we gotta go for it. Let's see what's under that collector's cage. I'm gonna give him the preemptive nice. I already know there's something good under there. I just don't know what it is. Oh, that removes the 3 power thing, though. Doesn't that fuck it up? Oh, they fucked it up, right? Yeah, sorry. You got too excited. Oh, no! We'll never know what was under there. He definitely has some... Oh, man. Yeah, so he needed to put it on the flanker, so it'd be a 4/2, and then he would still have 3 different powers. But he goofed that. Goofed that big time. Alright, drop to 4. That was pretty lucky for us, and unfortunate for him. As much as I like to win, I would have liked to have seen what else is under there. I don't think we need to Ghost Vacuum anything yet. That could be game? Ho 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 ho. Oh, he's cycling it. No, he played it as an 8/8. Okay. I mean, sure, we'll take a creature. Maybe we'll get the flanker back. Oh, man, he whiffed it. Probably had a big-ass dinosaur under there. Dude, the Llanowar Elves, into the split up, into the hideaway, into the freaking 8/8. He was running on a different level there. Oh, man, I don't know what these achievements are. All right, we got a couple more games here. Let's see how this goes. Yeah, I mean, biggest change I'd consider is the Llanowar Elves sub in, so we can hit the Gearhulk on 3. It could be worth it. We could take out all of the Trample Frogs. I might try that after this game, and we can just play around with it and see how it feels. I think everyone else can stay. We don't have to be all in on the rabbit plan. On the play, it looks, you know, as solid as it gets. We'll just start with the Might Caller. Actually, the mascot's a little bit better, because it can get growing at a different rate. Let's go mascot here, and then Might Caller into Sanctifier, and then saddle with something. Yeah, I think it's a bit better. Knight Errant showing up, very nice. So you can come down, and then you can grow the Might Caller. And then I want to saddle, probably with you, I guess. So now the rabbit is riding the dog. Aesthetically, in theory. We can remove 2 counters to destroy target artifact. Probably won't be useful against mono white. It's Gearhulk time. We could at least play the recruit. We could play the pixie with nothing under it. Just to play something. I mean, maybe that's worth it. There's no one else we want to pick back up, right? We could pick up the Knight Errant next turn. I don't know if we want Pixie here. Could be more value to be had later. Single one. Well, that is, you know, kind of the issue of playing some non-creatures in here. It will increase our whiff percentage. It's a big Pride Mate, so I mean, ideally we get land so we can Gearhulk into removal spell. Because now we're just taking a whole bunch for nothing. Down to 15. Okay. I mean, we can Pixie and Knight Errant again. I don't hate that. We need white, which we have. I think that's still the best play we can make. Gain a life. Pick up the Knight Errant. Is there anything we would hit off here for 1 green that we would play over anything else we would get? Not really. I think we can play this out now. And at least we're gaining some life. If we leave the Pixie Black back, it does keep the blockers. It does allow us to block the flyers, which I think is good. Okay, I mean, we really need a Shelter by Ghosts here. Or we need land to go get the Duskro's Reliquary. Until that happens, we're getting a good amount of life off the Sanctifier. But these Ajani's are quite a lot to deal with. Another bat. We could jump block with Knight Errant. Let's see if they get him with the Hawk too. They're thinking about it. They are. Definitely eat one of you. Could take 8, drop to 10. Could Knight Errant for free. Wait, we need the Duskro's Reliquary. I mean, our blocks get better every turn. They don't have trample. So we might as well wait here, basically. One top. Okay. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8. It's an 8/8. This will also be an 8-powered creature. So this could actually block something this turn. Plus we could also Knight Errant if we really wanted to. So maybe these mentors need to start coming down. We gain some life. And we could Knight Errant again. And basically 1, 2, 3, 4. Because if we want to block this turn. If we do, let's block with the Knight Errant, I guess. Gain a life. Sure. Thin the deck of all the non-shelter cards. No attacks. 11 life. We have a 9/9. Linden. Alright. That's not great. That is not what you want to see. I guess we're jump blocking this turn. Dude likes the attack all button. I feel you. I do feel you. That's pretty cool, I would say. Alright, so we go chump, chump, eat. Drop to 8. And we have chump blockers for a long time. The game actually is not over here. If we could hit any shelter at all. Alright, finally the third land. We need you kind of on artifact creature, I guess. If we do that, we can't play the Mentor. But we have to hit the Gearhulk if we're ever to succeed. Let's see. If we double spell this turn, it'd be a 9/9. We'd have 2 9/9s. I mean, we'll never be able to block this stuff, right? We could actually block some stuff. Maybe this is on Rabbit then. Okay. I mean, that's a lot of blockers. We could actually... I don't know if we'll be able to block anything. If we can kill one Ajani this turn, and then top deck the Shelter to pick off the other Ajani, that is a way to get into the game. Essence Channeler, the third Ajani. Must be nice. Alright, let's see who the Mentors can trade with. Dude's touching his lands. Let's see if... So he's gonna get +5. We could eat the Linden though, which might be nice. Oh, he does nothing. And we get a Knight Errant here, which is funny. We're almost out of creatures we could possibly fetch though. It's kind of ridiculous. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's all the Gearhulks. If we ever hit land, there are no cards left in the deck that are not lands. I mean, the next 12/12 actually does do it here. Do we have lethal? No, not even close. All right, just gotta check. They hit a land. We're now 2 turns away from Gearhulk. We need to 2 hit lands in a row. I mean, I think in retrospect, it was the right call to name Rabbit. That's allowed us to build up these mentors. Oh, they're getting frisky. What do you think about there? Oh, the attack all button. All right. I mean, this is going to be tough. We'll take out as many Johnnies as we can, I guess. So these guys are 12/12s. I don't want to see these triggers. 3 12/12s and a 9/9 and a 6/6. All right, so you can just straight up eat you without dying. That's not so bad. 2 mentors does trade with a Ajani. That's what I'm talking about. You just straight up eat you. You just straight up eat you. You just straight up eat you. We chump block the last one. Seems pretty good, yeah? Huh? I think we ate everything except for a single Ajani. And we have tons of chump blockers left. And that doesn't change the situation. Alright. Everyone can attack here except for 2 blockers. 1 for Shelter by Ghosts. We kind of like the Sanctifier. So I don't know if we need the Sanctifier anymore. It's definitely put in work this game. Let's say you can block and you can block. And we'll just send squad with everyone else. Yeah? Get him, boys. Down to 23. End here. Cavern of Souls, screwing us over. Maybe this comes out. It's a flyer, sure. Two blocks. Block with the rabbits. Okay, they're close to dead, kinda. It's a land. We finally get to Gearhulk. Next turn, we can use a freaking Dusk Rose thing. Holy moly, we're getting out of this game, boys. Alright, Dusk Rose, for sure. Who else is good? The Basilisk Collar? I mean, I don't think it matters after that, really. What else are they going to play? If they did hit a Shelter by Ghost this turn, it just doesn't... Oh, man, that'd be a lot of lifelink, actually. We could pay the ward tax, though. I don't think that matters. I don't really think anything here matters. Maybe Death Touch could be good, though. So, yeah, we need to leave 2 blockers back. One of them needs to be a flyer. We got 3 blockers back here. Yeah, that's fine. Let's do it like this. We can block the Pixie to the bat no matter what. And then even if they hit Shelter, we'll have 2 ground blockers for the Ajani. Opponent drops to 4. Maybe I had lethal there. I didn't even check. If we had attacked all... They could have blocked... Yeah, we could have lethal. There's the Shelter finally. They go up 37 life. Joy. Okay. Maybe you go under the bus. Go up 37. That's lovely. First Strike Trample. If we get First Strike Death Touch, though, then they can no longer attack. But this turn they gain 43 life, or something like that. We have the Dusk Rose, though. What a game, dude. What are we sacking here? We need enough mana to target, so we're not doing this yet. Sack the 2/2? I don't think we need to kill any artifacts. I think you're good to go, buddy. Thank you, doggo. Take the Ajani? Yeah, I'm sure. I'll pay the ward. Resolve? Auto pay? We have the Basilisk Collar still. Oh, we get the Pixie Trigger. Pick up something, put it back down. What a game. What a freaking game. All right, that was kind of wild. I think we'll probably end on that note. Let's take a look at the deck. Let's talk for a little bit. Let me know if the comment section was good or annoying. Some games people play slower, and so I have more time to just yap about your comments. Today, I feel like I was pretty engaged in the gameplay. So, I think the critical question, I liked a lot of the stuff we had going on here. Paw Patch for sure. There is a the Might Caller did great, right? There are lots of rabbits, plenty of rabbits. We got to 9 9s by the end of that game. There's enough rabbits to, I think, justify playing this. I think the question is, even with 24 land, should instead of the Might Caller, or like anything else, should the Llanowar Elves come in? Because I think that would much more consistently allow you to go bright the Gearhulk on 3, which then sets you up for really nice turns after that. We'd hit a removal spell way earlier. So that's kind of the justification. Obviously, you saw the power level of the Might Caller in that last game, but I do think the Elf could be really good. Just hit the Gearhulk on time. Cons, it is kind of anti-synergistic with the Knight Errant because either way, the creature's tapped. We're not getting any additional value off the Elf if we're just tapping it to invoke the Knight Errant anyway. So that's kind of silly to play them both in the same deck. But again, it could help you hit the Gearhulk on time. And since we aren't playing the Scry Quest Caller, we aren't able to scry more efficiently into lands, which would help you hit the 4-drop Rabbit Lord anyway. So another option is like you could bin some of the Bunny Corn and put in the Quest Caller, and you know, if there's enough rabbits in the deck, like it would help you scry to hit that 4th land on time. So I don't know. It is expensive. So if it's as maybe it gets dropped down in quantity a little bit, but that kind of ruins the whole point of like the deck. I feel like the Elf needs to come in somewhere. We haven't seen any artifacts yet, but there got to be some. I mean, this card's got to be good. I think the Might you need for Annex type stuff. The Collar's very cool. The Ghost Vacuum I think is necessary. The Goldvein Hydra could come out. It's like a weird thing to do. And all of our stuff's kind of so big anyway. You could maybe cut a Hydra. Sanctifier pulled its weight in the last game. We probably don't need it. I still think, and it could be really good in Spawn Red. You could maybe cut the Sanctifier and the Hydra for 2 elves. And you could maybe cut 2 of the Might Callers for 2 elves. It's a lot. The Might Caller is good. So anyway, there's more to play around with this deck. I had a lot of fun with it. If you have any thoughts, please leave them in the comments, what you would do differently or what you thought or how you would change. You can like the video, subscribe. Have a great day, and I will see you in the next one.